Hello and welcome to NARP Plays. This is a new video series. It's going to be detailing my journey getting back into Star Wars the collectible card game. As someone who used to play in the 90s and I bounced around a bunch of different card games after Star Wars got shut down, and some I loved and some were just kind of placeholders. And after so many games getting kind of canceled and discontinued, I realized, you know what, they're still making Star Wars cards. The Players Committee has been going strong for 25 years, and I was really excited to get back into it. And so I've been playing now for about 6 months off and on, probably have a dozen games under my belt, and thought it'd be good to, at least fun to kind of document the journey as I'm still very, very fresh, learning a lot of things. So this video series could be good for new players if you're also interested in playing Star Wars, and maybe it'll be entertaining for veteran players as well. Maybe you can help me by pointing out some of the mistakes that I'm making in the games. This video is just kind of an introduction and more for other new players out there, to kind of show some resources if you are interested in playing Star Wars, and I recommend it. It's a fantastic game. The biggest one here is GEMP. It's the online program where you can play online, and right now this is where I've been getting all of my games. Obviously, because of COVID, in-person events are happening less, and there's just no one in my area that plays. I've got to travel a little bit, so I'm looking forward to going to in-person events, but in the meantime, GEMP is a great way to practice and experiment with new decks and meet some people and stuff. So all these links will be in the notes of the video. But you can go on and make an account, and the interface looks like this. It's a little bit challenging at first. I kind of fumbled around a bit, but thankfully the Players Committee has made a great video on how to use this program, and that helped me a lot. So thank you to Jared and the Players Committee for that. The other main resource that you'll want to be aware of is the Players Committee website, and it's got everything on there from the virtual cards and the new sets that are made, forms, event deck lists, new player info, tournament resources, all sorts of stuff here. A great card database as well, although a lot of people do use GEMP, but I think in this card database there's rulings and stuff like that, as well as the rule book, since Star Wars has so many different little niche rules that come up from time to time. If you are looking at getting back into playing, you might be wondering, well, what do I play? What do I have to buy? If you have your old cards, then you can use those, and then they've also been updating with new virtual sets that come out regularly, and so you can download the PDFs here. You print them out and you slide them over top of certain existing cards. So if you open this up and look here, this BB9E card is meant to go over Talon Roll. So you would find a Talon Roll, you'd slide it over top. If you don't like the idea of the virtual cards and you want to just play the old game you love, there are formats for that too. There's all sorts of formats that people play in, from certain sets to Decipher cards only, no V cards, all sorts of formats. So you can always find, it might take you a little bit, but you can find games and find people that enjoy playing what you enjoy as well. If you are going to get into using virtual cards, one thing that's really helpful is this link here. Goes to the V kit, which will let you select which cards you want to print just by the name. So you can look through all the cards here, eventually find the ones that you want to use, and then print out the selected ones rather than printing every single PDF. When you're starting out playing, some good advice on playing the game can be found on the forums here. This Defensive Shields primer. I know when I started, shields were kind of just coming in as I quit, so they were very unfamiliar to me, and I was a little bit intimidated. But I'm kind of getting the hold of at least the kind of staples, and slowly starting to understand the niche shields. And then this series of articles here, the NARP Fortnightly, is a great read as well. two of them specifically that I would recommend if you're getting back into it and looking to play competitively or semi-competitively is the tracking article, which I opened up here, Destiny tracking, and then also the deck building tips and tricks here. And the one thing I do recommend is, they say in this article, when you're first starting, don't try and build a deck from scratch. It's you're already overwhelmed as it is. Just pull a deck list online, copy it, and play one of those. And so while I do love the deck building aspect, and I've been getting into that, I think for just kind of learning GIMP and learning the cards and learning the rules again, that was something that I did and worked out well. And then once you start getting into looking at other decks, there's this nice primer here where they don't have quite everything, but they have a lot of these decks which have some really nice breakdowns and kind of tutorials for what the deck's about, and this can help you figure out what type of deck you might want to play with as well. So yeah, the GIMP program, I would say, and then the Players Committee website are going to be the two kind of main places that you're going to want to look for stuff. So that's all for this video today, and hopefully I will see people commenting on later games that I'll be putting up. I'll do some videos on some games, just talking through my gameplay, my decisions as I learn the decks and learn the cards, and you can help me figure out where I'm making mistakes and how I can improve. Until next time, may the force be with you.